Hello, boys and girls. Sorry if I might feel exhausted now, but my name is Koyoshi1907 here, and we're back with, yep, you guessed it, more Hyperspace Simulator. I get it. It's actually Pokemon, my 100% blind playthrough, my Pokémon Legends Z-A for the Nintendo Switch 2, but I've started calling it this because honestly, this DLC has definitely become more repetitive. Do you think I should just keep doing this? Honestly, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, so I might just go ahead and cheekily grind off camera just to get the points as close to 9% as possible. Because it's either that, or I start switching over and over again and just start doing only the Mega Battles. So I don't know what to do. Come to think of it, let's make this our last time we do a Hyperspace Wild Zone on this video for now. I will only do them now if we encounter specific Pokemon, because, like, if we really want to get this done, we're just gonna have to face Mega Pokemon after Mega Pokemon. I know it seems intimidating, but it's like our only option, and we're only going in these just to get better donuts. But now that we can get donuts, we'll be able to actually start using those to deal with the Mega battles. But yeah, honestly though, I don't know what else to do in this, because this is just so tedious. It was annoying enough doing this once just for the main game, but then having to do this and also grind other stuff. Oh, he finally retreated. Oh, and don't you just like when they just spawn right next to you, can't even do anything? Yeah. Again, I can't catch them onto Tata as they're too close. Those Talbart. Jeez, they take you literally halfway across the map, man. These people might be the most annoying Pokemon to see and catch. Okay, well that's not what I'm after anyway. I'm trying to get Kecleon specifically. For some reason, only that one specific one saw me. Okay, we can hit them from up here, actually, which is cool. Very strangely, there are only 2 Kecleon in that whole encounter spot. I thought there would be way more than that. I'm just trying to stealth catch a couple of Pokemon. That's all it is. Honestly, I don't mind catching a few different Pokemon at once, but trying to catch them while not getting caught is kind of tricky, because, like, compared to the original game, where you can kind of stealth almost every Pokemon, the stealth feels kind of more questionable in this game more than anything, to the point where it feels like we almost can't skip them. Alright, we did enough of that, right? Alright. Since it's mostly normal types we're after, we're gonna probably just focus on using Hakmiole to both get items and also take out stuff. Beyond that, I did see one ball over here we can grab real quick. Okay, I was about to say, is it gonna miss again? We already caught so many Furfu, and we don't need to catch any more Pokemon in this set. We're just defeating them to get them out of the way for later. We'll get a couple more Kecleons since it took a while to catch him too. I'm just mostly defeating them just in case they have to go back for that area. They're not in our way later. Where is it? Not here, that's for sure. Let's quickly check in here. There it is here. Okay, perfect. We don't have to do much more. Except go over to that other end to find that big Pokeball we saw earlier. Anyways, long story short, we're gonna probably be focusing less on just catching the full Pokemon, unless, again, it's a Pokemon species we're after or we need it for an objective. Beyond that, most of our focus in these zones nowadays is gonna be picking up items and destroying all the Pokeballs that are floating in the sky, because that's what we need to get stuff done. Alright, this one starts us right near an encounter set. Go up here instead. This time they ran away right away. I don't know what was different about that one other time. The only reason we're doing this is just to ensure we have as many berries as we can. Because the best way to get berries for me has been do wild zones and just explore around, make sure you get everything. You could technically just go for the Volt Ball and leave and that'd still be efficient, but I like doing staying in these areas for longer just to make sure I get everything. Still got it. Perfect. Oh, I hate when they just put all those boxes nearby. That means we get no easy pass to that part of the map. Dude, how many attacks does it take to just take out one of you? Oh, there's a teleporter I see up there. That's how you gonna get up there. How did I not know about that sooner? Of course there's a cheap teleporter to get up there. I don't really care that he's fainted, by the way. I just wanted to quickly get out now. Alright, get me out of here. I have places to go. And people to see. Anyways, by the way, though, I wasn't lying when I was talking about the setup. I actually kind of stand by my decision in that. Because of how tedious this is going to be, I think the rest of the time we do this, you're going to see us just battling the Mega Pokemon. And I don't care which ones we battle, after all. We're just trying to get the points as fast as possible. I'm only saying that because, as you saw, this game is starting to get really tedious, and just how many hyperspace surveys you have to do, it's just making me lose my patience and my mind at the same time. I thought other games were more grindier than this, but this is just ridiculous. Like, there's simply just way too much grinding to do in this, to the point where it's almost not even worth it to play anymore after the first thing. Okay, and our 5-star donut. Decided to just do one like this. doesn't have any spicy stuff, but does it really matter? I just want to have a strong enough donut to finish off what we're doing. We haven't seen the highest level rainbow donut yet. Sparkling power. It boosts the odds of finding shiny Pokemon a lot. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I make it out the same or not. Okay. Mungo power. But yeah, we're gonna do this. And honestly, I don't really care that I just got shiny power. I'm not really a big shiny hunter. The main reason we're doing this is because, well, now we've gotten to a point where it's so tedious to mine this that it doesn't really seem worth grinding to the point where we don't really want to do it a lot. I'm not just saying this to be tedious, it's just like, keep in mind, this is just to do the main storyline part, but the act of having to do the same monotonous task over and over again, it just gets very tedious. Can you guys just agree with me and say this is probably one of the worst DLCs I've seen in a while? I guess it's not technically the worst. The storyline is great and other stuff, but it's just not really good, man. If they had taken out this whole part, maybe even cut it in half of how much you actually have to do in those wild zones, it'd be so much nicer, because you could just get to the more fun parts, like shiny hunt, do other stuff. But now here we are, having this reset, go to benches over and over again, while also checking to make sure we're not missing any Pokemon from these. We're getting to a point where our dex is so full already anyways, that we're probably not going to find anything, so yeah. This is basically what it's come down to now. We're pretty much just exclusively doing... I'm just gonna mark this anyway. I don't really care. I want to make sure I actually know where to go to it. Oh, wait. Oh, it's on the freaking roof, isn't it? It's already annoying enough to do this once, and then you have to deal with it potentially spawning on the freaking roof. Honestly... if you guys are trying to do a speedrun, if you see that those is in those places spawn on the freaking roof, assuming there's no collection reason for getting other stuff done, like, well, you may want to defeat every Mega Pokemon at least one time. I think it'd honestly be more interesting to just speedrun the thing. Oh, by the way, okay, I guess I should just try to explain. Some of these seem like they're in such annoying places where it feels like it's gonna be probably just easier in the long term to just not even bother going into them. If they're like this high up, it'd probably be faster to just do another load and try to force it to a better location to a point where it's much easier, and then it would be so much simpler. But instead you got this map to worry about. Okay, I don't know what to do here. I forget if this is a type or something else. So, yeah. Where was our conservation power? Like, all the way down here? Yeah, let's do this one. Does it really matter which specific one we use? As long as it's around plus 100 levels or plus 99, we probably will be fine. But yeah. I'm just saying this because this grind has gotten to a point where it's so tedious, I might consider just bench whipping a second time if it doesn't spawn close enough. Oh, it's freaking Banat. Oh, I hate this Siler, by the way. He's extra annoying to deal with. We'll just try, I guess, to defeat him. It's not like, oh my goodness, they all using Phantom Force, dude. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we have Wish, so we could try using that. This is the full one, I assume? Nope, it's this one. This is the real one. Okay, Banette is probably even more annoying than the others. Okay. I know certain Pokemon could get annoying, but this is just ridiculous. Pokemon that can't even be, like, outright destroyed fast just feels kind of unfair, you know? Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of just getting a little annoyed, you know? There's a good chance we're simply not going to win this battle because there's simply not enough time to do that. Especially if it keeps teleporting around everywhere. There it is, I think. Oh my gosh, it keeps teleporting around before I could even attack it. This might be the most annoying fight in the world. Instead of it being fun and interesting, they just keep teleporting around, making it so tedious to find the right one. Okay. What if we defeat the clones instead? That might be better, actually. Because if they die, maybe it'll be easier. Yeah, defeating either one of them seems to quickly give us ball points. Then it'll stop doing its thing, perhaps. Okay, well, now I know about it, I'm probably gonna reset, because I want to at least do this once, but I feel like if we fail this a second time and, like, we can't even get Banette done, it'd probably be easier to just completely skip him. But I feel like you guys probably want to see this at level 200 anyway. Alright, well, we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do this with Excadrill instead. Whatever we were doing, Gardevoir was certainly not working, and this Pokemon doesn't have a clear weakness, so we kind of just have to brute force it with raw power. So Excadrill's basically our best option. Fast attacking moves and fast stuff. That's why Excadrill's one of the best Pokemon for taking out these particular battles. That's pretty much what we're gonna have to do. Honestly, we have so many revives, we could just probably revive for a bit and be fine. We could use the tap power to make it go faster too, but like, I don't know if I want to waste time using Swords Dance for that. The worst is when they keep switching around, though. The worst is when they're switching around. It's an extra tricky. Okay, well, defeating those is a quick way to build up power, at least. probably would be easiest to just focus on the main one if you can, but who knows? Not me. Okay, I think it'll be easier if we focus on plus moving the right one. I know it's gonna switch again. Oh, finally. We hit it enough times that it just got stunned instead. Now we can finally hit it. Okay, we're finally starting to stun him more. Perfect. I think we figured out the strategy now. Fast attacks and very quick reaction and speed. Because he's just gonna keep switching around constantly. But the worst is when you're actually trying to build up your power, because then it gets really ridiculously annoying to find the right one constantly. Do you see now why this is my least favorite Rogue Mega? Just keep switching over and over again. Like, oh, its super was kind of weak. Just does one quick slash, which is very easy to predict and avoid. Okay, we got one hit before it teleported, and we found the real one this time really quickly. So you kind of just have to use your plus moves on the right one. That's how you quickly destroy it. Of course, the problem was we weren't even getting our Mega power up a lot. Good, we froze the timer. We severely need that, after all. Oh, and Exegol immediately snapped out of its confusion. Now we have to do the same thing, but with even more shadows. I just realized the real one is giving off more power and also sheds its cloak or something. That's more than likely the real Banette. The trickiest part is trying to avoid all the others while trying to go for the real Banette at the same time. Okay. Honestly, we probably should hit a fake just to get our energy back quickly before it quickly switching to the real one. Oh yeah, when there's so many of them around, you start getting hit really quickly. Dude, how much does it take to make him go weak? Apparently a lot. Yeah, the facial distortion won't stay open longer, but it's only because it's being really hard to make out stuff. Okay, we're gonna need to quickly get energy and just use one, like, really good presso. really start chunking its HP down. Alright. Perfect. Definitely my least favorite one, because they don't have a clear weakness. Even fairy-type moves don't seem to work on them. Maybe ghost-type would be best? I don't know, though. I'm not knowledgeable enough the game to know what's the best way to do these, but yeah. Alright, now it's time to show you just how tedious it is to just do these. Which is why I probably am going to straight up take a break from them, and maybe not only do them off camera, but also do other stuff too. But before that, I want to try doing as many of them as I can. I don't know if they still remain a shadow or not. Maybe after you've done one of those, its shadow goes away, I assume. And then you can see what it actually is. Of course, you need to still recognize what it is. I feared that was something tricky, though, and sure enough, yeah, it was Mega Bennett. Just as annoying as ever, I see. Okay, well, we're not gonna even wait around this time. Let's just go straight for it. We can look at the Wild Zone stuff after we have done the Rogue Mega. Anyways, I think this is the only saving grace part of the run, the fact that you can do these Rogue Mega encounters, and they do give you so much points that you're practically required to do a lot of these if you want to do stuff. That looks like a Lucha, actually. I forget, but I think it's fighting flying. We could probably just look at the Mega Evolution Pokédex to see what it is. I assume that's Mega Lucha, but I could be wrong. I have no clue on that. Just, yeah, fighting flying then. Okay. Well, we could certainly still use you. We just might need something better than just that weak move. And by that I mean stuff that is a little bit faster, like Psybeam might be quick. Like, Psybeam Psychic could be a good, and since we're not doing a battle, and probably can't protect anyways, we could try that. But we could also just try using Bounce with Gyarados. There's so many other strategies. But who knows, they might be best because of this to just build up power with Extra Drill first. And then do other stuff. Oh yeah, Extra Drill is a rock move, I guess could be used against it. But that's assuming this is even the right Pokemon. It could be someone different. I could be misremembering the shadow here. But we'll try this. And forget about it. Anyways, Sparkling Power Level 3 would probably be more useful inside a Wild Zone, but do I really care? The main reason I made these donuts is to take them into all these Rogue Megas, so that's why we're doing it. I was right on the money, by the way. And since we know what type it is, we can just use our Psychic. Anyway, she'll have a massive advantage in this battle. And then when we get low, we can just wish instead of healing, which is nice. Okay, this guy can be a little annoying. He keeps kind of trying to walk towards you. But it also means that if you're good with how you move, you could probably just stay in one place and be fine for this Mega counter. But then again, you can also spend a good amount of time just letting him walk towards you. Okay, I think Psychic Psybeam seems to be working best. But yeah, technically you kind of want to use whatever they're resistant, a type that their moves are resistant to, and that they don't do much. Then it'll go faster. Oh, this is Gathering one again. I remember that. that's when you want to use a pus move to interrupt it so it doesn't do its super move, by the way. Alright, it's up to half. And it's the charge again, but we can interrupt it. Thank goodness for that. This is looking like one of the easier battles so far. Now we set up Gardevoir, but it's really fast with all the moves we've been spamming at it. Dude, are we about to do this in one Mega Form? Yep. Looks like we did. That was considerably easier than the last battle. Good grief. Banette was so much more annoying. Note to self, folks, if you don't want to waste time, skip Banette. Skip Mega Banette. Unless you need to do it for, like, that gauntlet challenge I mentioned earlier. But we still need to do a lot more before we can even get to that. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we do get some other 4 stars as well, so I guess we're not being left too much in the dust here. Oh, we found someone new. Is that some Viper I see, maybe? We see Persian over there, too. I know we could just get it in the other form, but kind of excited, actually. Okay, well, let's do both of these, then. Before the end of the video. This might end up making the video take longer, but honestly, do I really care? Oh, by the way, I'm doing the second recording thing, right? Yeah, I was just making sure this was my third video, because it felt like it went by so fast. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like this AR takes forever, or other times it just goes by so fast. Anyways, I see a new Pokemon. I'm quite excited. So naturally, we need to go and see what it is. We're almost done with all the catch Pokemon now. Still, though, these 4-star areas are quite dangerous to a point where we need to make sure we only have the right donut for them. Oh yeah, we still have one of these. Perfect. We're throwing this in here, so we can not use as many donuts, and maybe we could try using ones that only use 6 donuts rather than 4, and still get a good amount of levels out of them. Because we don't necessarily have to use 8. Oh, time to run away immediately. Classic game just spawning me right into a counter right away. Okay, we have this Flamingo looking weird. I forget what it's called, but we have to see it's in. Okay, just for that, you're gonna get caught. Just for that, you're gonna get caught. As I was saying. Okay, I'm running. Okay, well, at least that was a quick run. Need to get into this hiding spot. Only one of them saw me, strangely enough. But not the one that was closest by. Use a Sputch to catch them. Now, remember when we did this all the time back in Legends Arceus? Ah, he saw me right as I went to catch him. Well, then thank goodness he broke out, because we don't want to catch him unless I can do it without being spotted. Oh great, this crap again. Whatever, I'll pop up briefly just to make sure that actually hits him. It didn't even get aggressive, despite us trying to catch him and failing miserably. There we go. Took a longer time than normal, but we do want to take extra time to make sure we're actually defeating that. Oh, now he goes angry. Now that he saw me and I failed to catch him multiple times? That's strange. I've never seen that happen before. Alright. Alright, gotta focus, Tim. We need to go around and gather everything. Yeah, me, Yoshi. It needs to now focus and grab everything. I just realized we should probably be using you. Alright. Just need to destroy a few more Pokeballs. Sorry for Mingu, but to be fair, these Pokemon have been getting pretty persistent over time, so it'd be easier if I just take you out. Wait, I don't have to deal with you later. Oh. That was not the one I thought it was. It'd probably be easier to just go to the roof and figure out a different way to get that ball up there. For now, let's switch back to Lucario so we can do the catching fast. Alright, time to quickly find that ball before it's too late. By the way, I only joked in saying that I should take out all the Pokemon. Obviously, it takes too long to do that all the time. I learned that the hard way before. I was only taking them out because depending on how awkward it is to go through, things can sometimes be in your way. Be easier to just take them out instead of having them be in their way constantly. Well, we know it's on the ground, but just where is it? Oh, there it is. On the other side of another barricade, of course. Gonna make it as tedious as possible, I see. Yeah, my least favorite part of these is when, besides the tediousness, is when there's these barricades that make you waste time to go around them instead of being able to get them right away. I just realized, yeah, we could get just about any berry in any of these zones. Like, we saw the 4-star berries pop up elsewhere. It's just that if we go too low, we'll only get 1-star and 2-star berries, but we'll start getting 3 or 4-star berries later once we have more power. But of course now we have that up, so we're fine. We have some other things we can collect. Yeah, give me all these gimme gold coins, and we'll see if we can't pick up another berry. Alright, well, that seemed to be enough. I said I would do both of these, and I am going to stay true to my word, by the way. We're going to quickly do both of these. We're going to probably need to make another donut for it, though. I'm not sure if I want to show all the tedious process of this anymore, so I'm probably going to start doing other things once I'm done with this. Oh yeah, even if Persian fails to wait, we can also just get Meowth instead and potentially evolve that. So there's definitely many options for that. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Persian sooner. We've seen so many of them. The elves, but not Persians. Alright. We could go yellow for special boost. It's not at all. Let's focus on ones that actually have yellow in them, at least. I want to make this very strong yellow one. This will be used for our next Rogue Mega that we do in the future. Because yellow gives us more stuff like items, but can also give us mega power conservation. Actually, we could just blow that on there. Oh, I said I was going to do a little bit of weaker ones. Let's do that. We could still use multiple versions of the berries. We're just not going to use the ones near the end to make stuff. So this is how you make slightly weaker but still pretty strong berries at the same time. So we'll have level 51. Let's make this one. This will be for the what we use on the lower level zones. Makes you a little more likely to get special items, huh? Alright, that's gonna be the one we use here, I think. Yeah, I want to use that specific one here. I think we'll be fine. Honestly, you could get a little tedious if you don't use a powerful enough donut, because then you won't be able to stay in for very long. I know at first that kind of screwed me up a lot. But honestly, that's just part of the learning curve of this game. Alright, we're feeding this one right away. And that cherry, whatever, we're still saving. We ended up using it in the 1-star wild zone too, though. That's just because we don't really need that strong of evidence to get those specific berries. It'd be kind of a waste to even use the hyperspace ones there. Okay, we have to do a bunch of different... Why? How is that alpha not even seen us? Okay, well, we have to catch quite a few Pokemon. We'll start by getting as many of these as we can see. Then, just focus on floating balls, I guess. Okay. Oh, wow, we already caught our alpha. We just need to look for the new Pokemon we are seeing. Just kind of charging into this without a care in the world, by the way. Let's quickly go for you. Okay, we want to at least try catching one Meowth. Okay. We got the Meowth we're after, so we now have every last form of Meowth. And since we're here, may as well catch the person we're trying to get as well. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll heal. I'm gonna have to use a revive in these areas in a while, I'll say. Oh, I do not want to pull you out. It's probably gonna get taken out now. Something we could also do is use a Mega Form too. I keep forgetting about that. I don't know if we should be wasting this sunshine trying to catch it, but alright, we're leaving. Not gonna waste too much time. I just figured we saw it already. May as well try to catch it too. Oh, good grief. Are you about to tell me there's no way to get that ball? At all? Despite being literally right there? Oh, I hate game parts like this where you just literally can't do anything even though it looks so close, man. I don't think we're going to get the golden ball anymore if this keeps happening. Like, what kind of crazy puzzle do we have to solve just to get to this? That's what I want to know. Ah! I'm definitely gonna get knocked out if I keep being forced to move here. Okay, can I actually, like, climb up, please? Thank you. Honestly, I don't mind the side puzzle steps. It just gets really annoying when you have to, like, go up so many other areas just to get to here. Because, like, turns out we have to go all the way up here just to get to here to get this ball here. That's what I don't like. Puzzles in my exploration game that should be more focused on just having fun and getting Pokemon. When you put puzzles to just get to some of the balls, it just kind of makes it really tedious. I really have no time. But I mean, we're gonna probably just take all the fast teleports to everywhere and just keep looking around. Hope we can find this. Okay, this one's simple enough to get with Gyarados. It also does take a little while to switch between Pokemon, but does that really matter in the long scheme of things? And the timing is what matters mostly of all. I saw something up there, but how do we get up there? In case you haven't noticed, I'm not used to massive wild zones like this. I'm used to the small and medium zones. Well, they're back, but now they're just, Oh, thank you, Cario, for getting me through that. That was gonna be pretty rough hours. Okay, we finally found our way to the roof. I'm not sure if we have enough time to get this, even though we have used a decent donut at the start. We might not have enough time to get it done. I still think it's kind of crazy that alphas are so dangerous that they can literally hurt a person by just looking at them and glaring at them. This is you to take damage. Like, I can only imagine one of these trainers going back to the Pokemon Center and it's like, wait, so why did you faint now again, miss? And they'll say something like the likes of, oh, this Waffle was so dangerous that the very thought of seeing it made me just faint with terror. That's probably the best way to describe it. Well, there you have it. Don't run into alphas unless you actually want to catch them, folks. Or else you might get destroyed by their very glare of them even looking at you. I still think, though, like, seriously, though, folks, have you ever actually, like, died? I mean, well, not in-game, but not, like, outside, though, but in-game, like, have you, like, getting forced back to the Pokemon Center in this game? Like, has your character fainted because an alpha ever, like, just glared at you and that was enough to knock you out? Because I feel like that would make for quite an hilarious subject, but also be quite intimidating. Still, it's kind of weird that they do damage to you at all just by looking at you. That means if there's enough alphas, you could just get instantly taken out. Not like I'm worried. We do have a bunch of... We do have all the Canary brushes, so we're very well protected in terms of defense, I'll say that much. Alright, well... I think we accomplished what we wanted to do. We got our Persian finally. We got more stuff. We just got a bunch of Ultra Balls back again. And yeah, we're fine. As you can see, I really am just starting to lose my mind with how tedious this has become. Let's check our Pokédex. We haven't seen every Pokemon yet, but we've at least gotten Kyogre and Groudon right now, and we still have a couple legendaries. I think all of the missing ones are likely just legendary Pokemon, and a good amount of them will probably be available from just side quests. Beyond that, we got all of Tatsuguru's forms, as well as the Donzo, and we just got Flamingo, which we can evolve at some point. And now we have Perusian. We just need to find our Galarian Farfetch'd and a few others, and we'll probably be fine. Beyond that, I think I don't want to make this take forever, so I'm going to save the game and call it quits. Now do you see how tedious this has become? In fact, maybe I mean it when I say that instead of just skipping this part, I feel like because this hyperspace survey is just dragged on for far too long, I might just do the rest of it off camera. That's how tedious it is. So what you're not going to see is we're going to do 3 Rogue Mega Battles. Probably ones we've seen already. And then we're going to keep doing the... then we'll do one more of those when we actually come on to the video. As well as make some donuts off camera. Because seriously, this game is starting to really blow me away of how tedious it is. So, this video is probably going to be the last time you see me spamming the same hyperspace zones over and over again. Next video, we're doing just one, and only one, and then we'll be out of there, and we'll only be using them to catch Pokemon now. We may even just straight up outright Reeve once we get the Golden Balls now. That's just how tedious they've become, to the point where it's not worth going in them. Unless we need to get our Pokedex done. Beyond that, not much else I could say, or then... see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.